Gypsy Rose. So we meet again, bitch. So we meet again. Welcome back to my channel. Gypsy Rose had to come in and swoop and trump all my other videos because why? Because she's a bitch. Well, she's a bitch, not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this video because it just wouldn't be baby girl content without a Gypsy Rose video here and there. You know what I'm saying? If it didn't begin with disgust and frustration, hence the red vibe we've got going on over here, and the red going on right here. Yeah, because I'm pissed. Gypsy Rose, fucking stop your bullshit. Bullshit glasses, where are ya? Here they are. These motherfuckers I should wear every single time I see one of her fucking clips or videos. I swear to God, every last fucking thing she fucking has to say is bullshit. And I'm tired of it. I really am. I'm really fed up with this bitch. Gypsy Rose posted a new video on her family vlogging channel on YouTube. Why would she ever do that? Here's her beautiful page that you open up to when you go to her YouTube channel. Look at it. It's just fucking gorgeous. Beautiful bio. Even though it's a crock of shit. Now, I agree with Viv in this video I want to show you guys that we allow her to sit on TikTok and watch her own videos. I swear to God. Her own recap on TikTok there. It's just insane to me. But
So it looks like Gypsy Rose recently posted a new video on her YT channel. The only reason I say it's recent is because of her haircut. We all know that she likes to post old videos, and we notice that her hair is short, long, whatever. Well, in this video in particular, she's talking about the signs in the house. And I know that we've all been wondering, why is there so many signs? Why does it look staged? It's really weird. But this is her explanation of why there are so many signs in their house. I don't know. I think it's weird. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's still kind of weird. I don't know, but it is kind of long, so I'm going to kind of like speed it up, and then, you know, I'll share it. So here it is. But it is better for just one person to go watch, like me, and then y'all can just come watch it here, rather than all of us go watch and give her the views, because her views are climbing. And she's almost to 11,000 followers, last time I checked, which was like 10 minutes ago. And yeah, not good. Anyway, let's hear it now.
So I think a lot of people were wondering, what is it with the signs in the house? So I'm gonna explain. So I'm just like super big on like reminders for things. So for example, this sign right here, this is a whiteboard, and Ken is so bad about taking out the trash to the curb on Mondays and Thursdays. So I'm always like, did you take the trash out? So that's why I have this reminder. This I got on Amazon. So since I am Aurora's primary care parent, so meaning that she is with me 24/7, Ken has not had an opportunity to be with her, take care of her full time, because he has to work. So, whereas I don't have a 9 to 5, so she is in my care all the time. But that leaves room for him not really knowing how many ounces she drinks in a bottle, how many times she naps in a day, whatnot. So I got this off of Amazon. It keeps track of feedings, changings, activities, like what activities she likes to do, like tummy time, anything else like that. Any medication she might be on, but she's not on any, and sleep, which I get a little lax on keeping track of that. But, and then there's been times that like Ken and I have had to go out of state or out of town for business trips to promote the show. So not everybody knows Aurora like I do. So that's why I created a chart, like a schedule. It keeps track of like what, you know, how many ounces that I feed her, how many hours in between that I feed her, how many naps does she typically take, and like what activities do I like to do with her. So that is a few of the signs. I have 2 more. A lot of people were wondering about this one. So this one right here, when we first brought her home, I did not want anyone to bring down germs. So it says like, wash your hands, no kissing her, because I really just didn't want her to get sick. And then this last one, so Ken is terrible about turning the lights off. So this is, please remember to turn off the lights, because I will come in here and every single light in the house will be on, and then he wonders why the electricity bill is so high. And I'm like, because you had the porch light on in daylight. And so I'm like, turn off the lights. So for me, it's just kind of helpful to communicate to Ken, hey, this is a reminder for you. You know, I'm not always here, so it is important to kind of be on the same page with everything, especially whenever, say, I've spent 2-3 weeks in cutoff, and he hasn't seen Aurora in 2 or 3 weeks. Usually even he'll come to my house, but let's just say he hasn't. He won't know how many ounces Aurora is drinking in a bottle or whatnot, so it's just super helpful for us to be on the same page, and it's just informative in case we ever have somebody watch her, like my sister or Christy or my dad. It's super helpful. So that's what the signs are.
All I'm going to say about that video is, I bet Ken is so tired of her. I mean, could you imagine? And not only that, but I highly doubt a man uses all them signs. Like when she's not there. He's not looking at the signs, should he? He's not. I promise you.
After seeing that video, I agree with Viv. Ken doesn't give two shits about your fucking little reminders, Gypsy Rose. He's a man. And you are so ready to control everybody and everything that, by God, you're going to make sure that there's lists all over the house so that nobody has any fucking excuse for not doing something. Not Gypsy Rose world. If you've ever noticed, she has a really slow developing her brain to real reality. Like, she stays in her own little delusion for a long time before reality comes and smacks her upside the fucking head.
You weren't freaking lying when you said it's going to be a banger tonight when you made those posts today and said you were on a detox a few days ago. It's a banger. Y'all, Ryan's lawyer busts out that the utero tests that she did, it's worth nothing. It's worth not even one fucking penny, basically. In other words, that's all connived by her mind. And to hush the public up, you guys, that's exactly what she did. And we knew it. Didn't we know it? We all knew it, you guys. We were just right again. But here's this whole clip. I'm talking a lot in the first half, so if you guys don't like that, just please scroll along. I can't help it. This chick gets under my effing skin, and it's finale, so, you know, cut me some slack.
To my lawyer's office, and Ken has to file to establish paternity. Her assistant gave me a call this morning, and I paid the fee. Now, I asked if that fee included another test, or if that's extra, and her explanation was, it can be included, depending on how much trouble Ryan gives us.
Which, as we've seen, will be a lot, I'm sure.
He's just a dick right now. He's in the dick.
Yeah, showing his true colors. He has been for a while, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to use my kid as a chess piece.
Yeah.
Nope. Gypsy's using your kid as a chess piece, honey.
Why Ryan reacted the way he did, and it's because he wanted to see me, because he still loves me.
Love you.
Ryan always made me feel seen. He always saw the person underneath the emotions, the past. But at this point in time, we cannot be friends. If the roles were in reverse, how would I feel if Ken was talking to an ex?
I have no desire to deal with somebody who's in just complete denial in a situation like that.
I got the bail money. You got the bail money, Kirsty?
Me too, I catch a charge.
Oh!
We're not going to deal with this. We're not going to. Nope, we're just going to go home and marry and do this the right way for the court system like adults, and he can act like a baby only once. I don't care.
Yeah. Because like yesterday, I felt like I was in the middle. And I'm like, I had you texting me, I had him going on a rant, and I'm...
First of all, in the middle of a storm that you created, that they had no idea. You just planned this with Ryan, but without asking Ken. Girl, no. And Kirsty, you got bail money? You got bail money? Oh my goodness.
Like, let's just all calm down. Okay, we can all be civil and be adults about this.
You did this, girl.
The fact is, we need to have this test up. It's his lawyer and Ryan saying that the test that we already took was not good enough.
Legit.
They want
Legit.
a test post-birth.
Legit test.
Unfortunate situation, but we'll just have to get through it.
That's right, asshole.
She told me everything, the threats he's making, so we're just going to handle this as quickly as we can. You can call me now if you want, but I'm not going to sit here and babysit the delusions of a man almost 10 years older than me. We're going to shut it down, and we're going to move forward.
He's only threatening because she has kept in contact behind your back, dumbass.
It's just where we go from here. Randy's a straight shooter. Randy will tell you straight up, and like I've left his office being like, okay, maybe that's how the hell she is, you know? Because like I said last night, maybe I'm delusional, you know?
No, you're not. Your mind's been fucked with by a narcissist murderer.
Alright, let's get this party started, even though it just ended.
It's hard on me too, because it's like, every time I feel like I get to a place that like, I feel like we could be at a good place, and maybe even like friendly towards each other, like, drama comes into the mix.
You're not telling the rest of
Sometimes
the
it just
story.
happens in life. It's not the first time it's happened to somebody, you know?
I'm sorry I didn't listen to you.
Don't be sorry. I know you had good intentions. It's a shame it couldn't be that way, though.
My good intentions always seem to backfire on me. Like, I try to approach situations with a kind heart and a level of understanding that, you know, maybe someone in a biased situation like you, for example, wouldn't understand, and I don't know, I just get proven wrong all the time.
You do your best. That's what matters.
So you think.
We're all human. We mess up sometimes and do things we shouldn't. But you've got a good heart, and it shows.
Thank you.
When you're at work, honey, she's on that phone with Ryan. What's showing that? What's that show? Gypsy's lawyers. All right, Ryan, come on, broski. There's our guy. There's our guy, Team Ryan.
He'll be right with you.
Jeff, that's what I'm like. Right, yeah.
Right?
Great day. Let's see. Let's see. Well, come on, man. So as you know, state has that law where the child is born after within a certain time or method of divorce. So the predicament now is that you have a birth certificate where the child has your last name and you're listed as a biological father, and you may not be. Gypsy did the in utero test, which in my 20-year career, I've never had one in the case. Normally, the parties wait till the baby is born and they do a post-birth DNA test. There's not much precedent for an in utero test, knowing that Ryan was unfortunately going to be as the father on the birth certificate. I think she was trying to thwart that process, but our law's the law and you couldn't do that. The option you have to have a formal hearing in Lithridge Parish, spend money on an attorney to drive to court, have a hearing. They're going to order you to do a DNA test anyway, and come back for a second hearing to confirm the results. Or we can do what we've been discussing, which is the third-party acknowledgement. All you got to do is go take your test at House Medical. I would suggest doing it this week.
Okay.
Once we know those results, then you, Ken, and Gypsy will sign this affidavit. It'll go to the vital records in New Orleans, and ultimately, if Ken's the father, then they'll do an amended birth certificate and it'll correct the name and the father, etc. And that's what's left on the paternity side of your case.
Okay, that sounds fine.
And this whole time, avoid going to court, so hopefully we can keep that, amicable resolution attitude going forward. But that's the plan.
Yeah, I understand.
She been in contact with you?
Yes.
You been in contact with her?
Yes.
Why? Why?
We were trying to set up something for the maternity to, she wanted me to be a baby.
Is that the only reason?
I mean, yes and no. Like, we both kind of miss each other's friendship, but I mean, it's touch and go. It's weird. It's weird how it works. Like, I still care about her. She still cares about me, but it's nothing. We haven't talked about getting back together. Nothing like
it's
that.
Not romantic.
We flirted, but nothing like.
She still flirts.
Well, I mean, she can't help it. I don't think she can help it.
Okay, you think that's healthy for you?
No, it's not, and I know that. Like, I'm worried.
How many times I told you?
You've told me so many times. You told me it's not like I already knew that you what you would think if I told you that. I know.
Okay.
I know you're right.
When I first met Ryan, he was still hopeful that there would be a marriage. He was desperately in love, actually. So I was not surprised by his desire to see her and be friends still. And there's that mysterious love thing, connection, vibe that people have that draw them to each other. He had that toward her, and he's having to overcome that. But it was very powerful and very beginning.
I mean, still have my last name for a couple months. So yeah. Okay.
All right.
And then you get one of her crying little apologies. Please forgive me, in her drama. Like, oh, the drama in that fucking video.
And I'm just sorry. He's sorry. Oh, he's sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry. Sorry, Maya. I'm sorry that you fell in love with a piece of shit like.
She's so fucking calculated, though, that we can sit down and actually probably speculate every next move. Okay? I freaking called it a long time ago that TikTok was going to end up demonetizing her because of their community guidelines, and that she was going to be left in the dust and come over to YouTube thinking that she's going to have this strong engagement over on YouTube. I'm sorry, but you are in my neck of the woods now, bitch. You better watch it. I'm not saying that you're in for it from the viewers. I'm saying the other content creators. Wait till D'Angelo gets a hold of your ass, bitch. It's over with once D'Angelo gets a hold of your ass. If you don't know, check him out. D'Angelo, when he does a video on you, you're done. You're done. You're done. It's over. I didn't realize at first that this whole calling the police to go over to Ryan's with her happened in May of 2024. Right after she had gotten her teeth done. I won't say what I was going to say right here, but sometimes I crack myself up. I don't know if you can crack yourself up, but geez, I hope you can do it because it's so nice when you can sit down and fucking make yourself chuckle. Just a little. I thought it was so cute, though, how Pixie just, like, you can see Gypsy Rose saying hi to her, and then Pixie just runs right to Ryan. Gypsy Rose, did you think anything less? You abandoned her and Ryan and left. And then you come there and you expected some kind of, like, award or respect for doing what you did. It just doesn't make sense. And what's it going to take? The dog lost your interest very shortly after you got her. So what's going to happen, when the baby's not interesting anymore, Gypsy Rose? What are you going to do then? You're going to abandon her too? It's up to everybody else to clean up the mess after Gypsy Rose is done with her tornado ass ripping and running through. Like the fucking little Tasmanian devil. It's crazy how much of a trash bag of a person you got out of prison to be. Now, speculation is that this must have been right after she got her teeth done, like I said, when she got out of prison. But conspiracy also brings up wondering if her going to the house to pick up some stuff happened before or after she called the police to have them help her get some things.
Rose Blanchard called the police on Ryan Anderson shortly after they separated to get some pictures back from him in a new video that has now surfaced on social media.
He's probably not in bed.
How you doing? Hey, you're the lawyers. Why don't you call cops?
It's just perfect. I just want to get my pictures.
Okay, why don't you get this?
You want your way out here?
That was nice.
Jay, can you grab my hand? It's kind of heavy. I guess we can.
Oh, you're leaving me? Sure. She's got to get it all. Outside the little storage area. That's why I'm thinking. He's probably more pissed off than I'm here. I'm not saying that. I say pigs.
She's not leaving.
I know. She's too cute.
Then I'll have to turn her out a little bit.
Yeah. How many
Walk in.
How many shots again?
They kept coming back from work. I was like, no, you make here, and no, you make there. I'm like, I can't feel my jaw.
Well, at least you'll have some new pretty teeth. I know you don't think that's all you get, because you have a lot more. You pitch.
You know, I got more stuff. I forgot my phone.
Yeah. You need to get the rest of your
You gonna get my dresses and my stuff that's in the closet?
Nope. Just the pictures.
No, you have no right to get this stuff.
You get everything else from your lawyer.
Cool. Alright, that's the main important things.
But I did my own research a little bit here. Detective Baby Gail in the house came over with her little clipboard and she said, watch the dog. Look at the dog. Doesn't the dog look a little smaller? I believe that she went and got her some of her stuff right after leaving, but then, and she was too much of a coward to do it when Ryan was home, so she had to take big old bodyguard Christy with her, and she had to go there and get her stuff. Miss Christy was going to handle business if something happened, you know? Macho bitch Christy. What the fuck ever. Anyways, so then afterwards, she must have realized she didn't have some things and went back and had the police called, because if you look, I believe that Pixie looks a little bit bigger in the police photos. I don't know. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? You stupid bitch. Then she's too much of a coward to have gone there by herself when Ryan was home, because she had to call the cops to be there with her. Christy just wasn't enough. And then there's this clip, and I'm probably going to dwell on this clip for a little while, where she's so... she claims that she didn't have to do anything but exist up until she was 24 years old. And why is that, Gypsy Rose?
Been dependent on my mother. She drove us everywhere, she cooked, she cleaned, she did everything. So basically all I had to do for 24 years of my life was just exist. My whole
So
life
in other
I've been
words, what
dependent
she's
on my
saying
mother.
is she was
She drove us
never
everywhere, she
abused.
cooked, cleaned,
She
did
was
everything.
spoiled rotten
So
by her
basically,
mother.
all I had to do for
That's all we
24
needed
years
to
of
know,
my life
Gyp.
was just exist.
This is what leads me to believe and to realize why she expects everyone to fall for her bullshit and bow to her and do whatever she wants, because that's all she's ever fucking known. Ultimately, is what develops into a narcissist, which also is a part of the microdeletion because it says that it can cause mental issues, including, but not limited to, schizoaffective disorder, schizophrenia, narcissistic personality disorder, and there's a few other things. So, and they keep on spoiling her now with attention, and all that's doing is feeding her ego, which is a narcissist's dream. If you're feeding the ego, you are doing God's work for them. You know what I mean? She'll do whatever. She even doxed Ryan.
Gypsy, Ruby, Cinderella, Blanchard, whatever. Girl, get yourself together. TMZ did not just obtain this text message between you and Ryan and Ken. You sent this to TMZ to try to make Ryan look bad. What are you doing? Clearly, you were giving out Ryan Anderson's phone number, and then when he texts you about it, you have Ken respond. And then you send this text message to TMZ and say, oh my God, TMZ, look at Ryan. He's so homophobic. He's such a bad man. When meanwhile, all along, Ken was your little home-wrecking buddy there, and you guys shacked up and had a baby while you were still married to Ryan. And you still won't leave the man alone. Why are you giving out his phone number? What are you doing? This text message to me, no matter what he called Ken, he deserves to call Ken, first of all. Ken was the other man. Ken was the homewrecker in his marriage. He can call Ken whatever the fuck he wants to. But then you're going to go ahead and send this to TMZ to try to make Ryan, our Pookie, look bad? Gypsy, stop. You and Ken are the problem. Mostly you, partially Ken, but mostly you. Look at the story on TMZ if you guys feel like it, but Gypsy playing her same old games.
Are you serious right now, Gypsy? You will stop at no fucking lengths. And then you want to come on with this apology. What are you, Jeffree Star now? You're going to have umpteen apologies on fucking YouTube now, too? We don't need any more of that. Thank you very much. James Charles is now leading the way.
I'm so disappointed in myself that I ruined a relationship that did mean so much to me, even if I didn't do the best job of showing it all the time. And throughout all of this, what sucks the most is that I know there's nothing I can say or do to ever earn that friendship or trust back.
Her two Instagram posts. In closure of my video here, I found this last video here to be really fucking funny, and I wanted you guys to see it.
A new book dropped detailing Gypsy Rose on parole, and it's sharing a lot of secrets. One of them being that Gypsy Rose may or may not have telekinesis. This is called Petals and Parole, and you can get your copy on Amazon, I think for $18. It also talks about Ryan Anderson and his psychic abilities, how he is able to control GRB with those, as well as at times put her under ATTACK. Here is the synopsis for this $18 fanfic paperback that was dropped on Amazon, self-published, of course. So here's a book overview. She's out of prison and into something way weirder. Fresh off her release, Gypsy Rose Blanchard is navigating freedom, fandom, and occasional psychic ATTACK from her emotionally unstable ex-boyfriend, Ryan. With a new boyfriend named Ken, a growing online presence, and rumors of telekinesis swirling around, Gypsy just wants a normal life. Unfortunately, normal isn't on the menu. One woman claims she can reunite Gypsy and Ryan for a price. Through late-night calls, doll-led rituals, and strange energy shifts, Ryan begins sinking deeper into something Wiccan, which starts as a hope for reconnection, leads to a series of increasingly bizarre events, including a trip to Flagstaff, from Comic-Con meltdowns and cursed fast food runs, to glittery seances and magical mirror CURSES. Petals and Parole is about fame, freedom, and the fine line between closure and a restraining order. Part tabloid fever dream, part supernatural satire. This is a story you weren't supposed to hear, or the story you would willingly want to hear. Look at the cover, y'all.
and I made a mistake. There is one review. Somebody on Facebook wrote, just picked up Petals and Parole, already on chapter 4, and I'm hooked. It's wild. Turns out Ryan was secretly hiring a psychic to win Gypsy back, written by someone on the inside. So much dirt, so many twists. You need to read this. Okay, sure. I'm just stuck on the cover. What are your thoughts on this new masterpiece that just dropped? Let me know if you'll be ordering your copy of Petals and Parole.
You guys, you need a laugh after all this nonsense. I'm just saying, you know, our mental health is very important, and I feel like laughing, it helps it a lot. The way she puts things is fucking hilarious. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you had a little giggle from that last one. That one's a good one. So check out my second channel. That's my vlog channel. I am working on a couple more videos for over there. I'm trying to balance the two. I'm getting better. But we do have 5 featured subscribers for this video. Okay. We have Shauna, Melissa, M. Baby Broadnax. I'm not sure what that means. Sandra Ward. We have Eddie's Corner News. And Pippi Pan, which I love that name, by the way. And then my member shout out for this video will have to be Kathleen Fleck. You are a wonderful bitch. A member of mine, a lovely bitch. A member of mine, I thank you, bitch. I'm overtired. So... Duke is snoring in the background. That's a little treat for you. I have to let you go, though, and I will talk to you later. I love you guys with all my heart, butt, and soul. I will see you later. Bye. Oh, Gypsy Rose. You're a diabolical piece of shit. Oh, Gypsy Rose. Why don't you go and lick on your lip?